Everyone. All right, this lesson is about can-can, line 92 in your books. The screen has the violin part on it. If you don't play the violin, it's really important that you have your own book in front of you because otherwise this notation isn't going to make a lot of sense. Let's start with the parts you're probably going to need to slow down and work your fingers on. All of these bits here that I'm circling, again, I'm looking at just 92A, all these bits here are the places where your fingers have to do some gymnastics. And the way I recommend you do this is just by slowing down. So for example, in measure 2, you could play as slowly as you need to make sure your fingers can make that skip from E to G. Then G, Fis, E is just stepwise, just playing part of a scale. You might have a harder time playing A, B, Fis, G, that's measure number 4, because you have to change strings and do lots of skips. Now the good news is if we look around, these two bars are the same as each other, and these two bars are the same as each other, and these two bars are the same as each other. Oh, and look, here we got the same thing again. So there's a lot of things, a lot of patterns that repeat. So if we go and we work on just the measures that are bugging us before we put it all together, that's going to make a big difference. Now let's look at the counting for just a minute. So the counting is pretty simple because every measure is either just a pair of quarter notes, 1, 2, or it's 4/8 notes, 1 and 2 and. Take a moment and think about how you're going to count this, and let's count it all together. One, two, here I go. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. And of course after that it repeats. Now that might be a little too fast for you to play the first time. In your practice, you might need to first play those 8th notes and then, just those 8th note measures we talked about, and then slow it way down and then slowly but surely put it together. I should point out that I didn't mention these two measures at all. It's just a scale. D, D, C, B, A, G, Fis, E, just the D scale that we play all the time in class. So it's one that we know we can do. Doesn't hurt to practice it slowly, but it's not one that should stress you out. Let's play the whole thing all the way through. From the beginning. 1, 2, ready, play. Right now, all I need you to worry about playing is line A. But if you're looking at that saying line A is super easy for me, I got this, you can also on your own learn line B by using the same methods to practice it. The rhythm you see is exactly the same, it's just that you're playing different notes. Not everyone has the same line B, we all have the same line A. When we play line A and B together, it should sound something like this. 1, 2, ready, play. All right, that's it for now, guys. Practice this as much as you feel like you need to. Practice it slow, practice it faster, practice it with this recording, practice it just on your own. Thanks for stopping by.